All right, so we have Dalera with us here today, and we will start with the Garbha Pindasana, and super challenging rolling move where you take the lotus and take your arms through the gaps in the legs and roll. And so, but we start off with the simplest expression of that, which is just Dalera, make like that and just roll back and forth. Not making a circle or anything, and trying to round your spine. So you try to include the whole, entire spine from tail to head in your roll and smooth it out. And you see how at first she was a little bit bumpy, but now she's starting to smooth it out, which is what you're looking to do. And then keep a rhythm going. So exhale back, inhale forward, and then do the same thing without catching onto the legs. So just let go and kind of figure, yeah. And use your, the strength building move is, strengthens the core muscles. And you can see she's getting the essence of the rolling. And then, so you keep that going in all rolling moves. And then you add kind of steps and layers of complexity. First layer of complexity would be just to cross your feet. And then you can do it catching and also not catching. So just go ahead and roll back and try it where you really grab onto your legs, because that makes it easier. No, you had it. And you could try different grabs too, but then do it without grabbing. Okay, so it's really just replicating the essence with each more complex step. Okay, and then let's add the little turn. So you'll roll, so you start with no turn, but then once you get the feeling for it, then you add the little challenge of making a turn with each roll. And remember, you're exhaling back and inhaling forward. And the breath is key in this. So partly you're doing that rhythmic rolling move to draw your breath out and get jump start your breath. Some people they really can't round, and so you can put a blanket or two under there and soften, make a really cushioned area so that you can do that rolling move. And then from there, the next step is to cross your legs and then take your arms through the crossed legs. Like turn to the front to the camera to show that. Yeah, so it's still just crossed legs, but you take your arms through the gaps, and it starts to look like Garbha Pindasana a little more. Okay, and then go ahead, turn to the side again, Dalera, and then first roll forward and back and forward. Exhale back, inhale up. And you can see that each time, with each little step, it gets more challenging. But you keep trying to keep that nice rounded spine and a big dynamic momentum-driven rolling move. Next would be to take half lotus or full lotus. So go ahead, take your full lotus, and then wrap your arms around and do the move. And then also remember that try it without grabbing. So like this, yeah. So getting into that rolling, using it as a kind of strength-building drill. And try to go in a circle without touching. Yeah. And then go ahead and grab and keep going. Okay, so now we're going to look at taking the arms through the gaps in the legs, because that's a little bit tricky, but that's the next stage. The first thing you do is, and this is based on having your right leg in half lotus, but you could switch it up and then you would reverse it. So you take your right hand and lift, or your left hand and lift up on your shin. So you lift that foot up to make a bigger gap. And then tuck your thumb under, your palm facing down, and slot that arm through. And then once it's through, turn it. And so the palm faces up. And you're trying to get it down past the elbow, okay? And then repeat with the second side. So palm facing down, tuck thumb under, slot through, and then there you have it. Okay, so this video, the focus is the rolling move. So turn to the side, yep, and give it a go. Now, and hopefully the prior work that you've done have kind of prepared you for the challenge. So at first, just go forward and back, not trying to make a circle. Exhale and really generate the momentum. Swing your body into motion and try your best to keep your hands to your head. But you could also do it with the hands away from the head, Dilara, and try that. So you could do what gives you the most freedom to roll and kind of work to add the challenge as you gain skill. Okay, Dilara, then make a circle. So add that little turn somewhere in the arc. Yep, and all of this, she's using core muscles and strength to do that rolling, and this is part of the fun of it, or the adventure of it. Is actually an excellent kind of playful way to strengthen important muscles around your center. Okay, so there you have some ideas for how to work on this rolling move for Garbha Pindasana, and just remember, the essence is the rolling itself. So start with the easiest step and build into it, rather than the more typical of starting with the hardest step and getting frustrated because it's hard to get anything going. Okay.